Hi guys, just want to do a quick update on the end of week 4. I put the other video saying that I had started to finally do keto and made it quite a ways through. So now I'm at the end of week 4 and so far, like I said in the other video, it's not a big deal, but I'm tracking it anyways because I do like a little bit of weight loss as part of my goal. So I am 5 pounds down, which is pretty surprising. I'm really surprised because I really haven't been trying that hard, like I haven't been exercising or anything. The book that I read from Dr. Boz said, don't exercise, don't like push yourself in the beginning. So I've just been taking it easy and honestly I didn't have any energy to exercise. So that's kind of surprising to me. And then roughly like 2 inches around the waist, the widest part of the waist, and then it just seems overall flatter, no gas, bloating, no really bad cravings of any sort. I did have a bit of craving, so my trick was just to keep certain snacks on hand that I knew were going to be fine and that were not going to spike my blood sugar. So like the pork rinds, which I never had tried before, I did get some of those because my weakness is chips, so I needed something when I was craving the chips to have on hand. So taking those, dipping them in sour cream and some salsa was really good. That helped. And then just having little pieces of salami, I would just cut off little slices of that and have it with a cucumber, and I found that really satisfying. So yesterday, so speaking of exercise, after 4 weeks, and like I've gone years, I don't really exercise. I go for nature walks and hikes and stuff like that and swim. I don't do formal exercising. I just haven't felt like I had the energy to do that. But yesterday I did exercise for the first time, just very light yoga, like a bit of stretching, and it felt really good, and I was just surprised because I just felt naturally motivated and I wanted to do it because I just felt like my body needed to get up and move around. So that was kind of exciting. And just overall, I feel like definitely that mental clarity is coming in, and what I really wanted was to feel that creativity and that motivation to try new things, do new things, do things that I have been meaning to do, and you keep procrastinating, that internal motivation that just tells you just get up and do it. Like what are you waiting for? Just get up and do it. I have had that happen that several times. I've just felt this burst of like, why aren't you just doing that? And I would just do it. So that's really awesome. Blood sugar is slowly coming down. When I first started, it was nearing 6, high 5s to 6 for my fasting blood sugar. And now it's just hovering just over 5 for morning blood sugar. Ketones still quite low, but I guess 0.5 to 3 is kind of nutritional ketosis. So I'm hovering at exactly like 0.5. Sometimes it goes to 0.3. So that's quite low still. But I'm going to check in a second. If I delay eating breakfast till 11 a.m. or later, I have checked it again right before eating and it seems to spike up quite a bit. So I wasn't ready to do any like fasting or anything like that in the very beginning, but now as I've been kind of a month into it, I feel like I'm okay with delaying eating. At the beginning, it was just eat as much as you can in your meal time so that you feel nice and full, as long as it wasn't any high carb foods, but really like eating as much as you want and not restricting any calories. Now I'm trying to shorten my eating window to see how that makes me feel, see what it does to the blood sugar, because I'm still so surprised after a month that it's still hovering around that high. It's just insane. And then if you get above 3 for the ketone levels, that's like the therapeutic range, they're saying. So that's what people that are fighting cancer and epilepsy, autism, they're treating with that, like neurodegenerative diseases. Getting into that really high level of ketones helps. So some other weird things that are happening, which I have no idea if it's related. It must be. My left eye is just kind of like blurry, I feel like, and it keeps watering. And my nose is kind of stuffy, which it usually always is. My sinuses are so screwed up, so I hope this protocol like clears out some of these weird allergies that I've had. So I don't know if it's oxalate dumping. I've kind of seen some of that where if you suddenly like take all these oxalates out of your diet, which kind of naturally happens with the keto diet, you can start dumping some of these excess oxalates and they can come out anywhere, so including the eyes. Maybe that's what it is. I have to look into it a little bit more. I'm not sure. So last night I stopped eating around 6, and so now it's about 19 hours in, and I'm getting hungry and I'm ready to go make something. I need to eat. So I'm going to check my blood sugar again and see what it says, just out of curiosity. So this morning it was 5.5 for blood sugar. Now let's see what it is. .4. It barely dropped any. That's really surprising. I don't get it. I feel like it must just be indicative of how messed up my blood sugar has been, and it's going to take a while for this to really drop. And then the ketones, I'm wondering if that went up at all. Oh, 1.4. It did go up quite a bit. So it was 0.6 this morning, and now it's 1.4. But my blood sugar is still kind of hovering a bit high. I need to go back to my book and kind of look into that a little bit more. So that's it for today. Just thought I would jump on here and do a little quick update on that. We'll talk to you guys next time.